Obviously, we'll have to play really well if we want to have an opportunity to win the game on tomorrow night. I think, as I said on Monday after the game, Coach Crean is one of the best coaches in the country. Obviously, the success he's had at Marquette, Indiana. They've been obviously successful at Georgia. So I'm a big fan of Coach Crean and have the utmost respect. And I think they're a good basketball team. And if we're going to have an opportunity to win the game, we're going to have to play our best game that we've played all year long. They got good players and they run a lot of good actions. They're hard to guard, and goodness gracious, as I mentioned, I don't know if I've beaten anyone that's from the state of Georgia to this point as a head coach other than a Division I game. So it'd be nice to eventually get a win against some team from Georgia, not just UGA, but just Georgia in general. That's a Division I, but, I don't know. So I know if we're going to want to win this game, we're going to have to play our best game of the year and be really, really good. They're a very good basketball team.
A couple of games ago, you said you wanted to see a better pace in the game. Did you see that?
Yeah, I thought we had better pace, and Lamar did some good things too. They're a good basketball team. But we had some good things. We hit some threes, which helped. We were better with taking care of the ball. Still 10's a little too many, but we were better in some areas with our pace as well.
Unlike Miami of Ohio, they obviously have transformed their roster pretty dramatically. Does it make it difficult to scout at this point when you only have a game or two?
Well, look, I mean, they have new guys, and it's just this is the way of college basketball with the portal. I mean, anything can happen. People can leave. People come in. I mean, they had a lot of good players last year, play a lot of minutes, and it's not Coach Crean's fault. It's just the climate of college basketball. People can leave at any point, and so that's just the way it is. It's just that's the phase of the game. It can happen to anybody. If it happens to Mike Krzyzewski, Coach K, where they lost guys, if it happens to Roy Williams when he was last year and they lost guys, it happens to Jim Boeheim. It can happen to anybody. No one's immune to it. Is my point. So. So they have a new team, but they've done a great job rebuilding their roster. They've got good players. Coach Crean's one of the best coaches in the country, so he knows what he's doing. And they might have lost some guys, but they got really good guys coming in, and they're very well coached.
So is it more of a system versus matching their personnel?
Yeah, I mean they got good personnel, but Coach Crean runs a really good system too. I mean they're hard to guard. They run a lot of good stuff offensively, and they play hard defensively. So. We'll have to play our best game of the year.
Rodney Howard has maybe played a bigger role than some people expected thus far. Where are you still looking for him to improve?
Well, he's got to continue to get better around the hoop, making those short shots. But he's done a nice job. I mean, he's had a double-double his first game, almost a double-double last game. So he's continued to get better. Eric Reveneau has done a great job with Rodney Howard and his development, and I'm really proud of Rodney. And for our team to be successful, we need Rodney to be successful. And the more he plays, the more he'll feel comfortable.
In that same respect, what are you seeing? Are you finding a backup for Rodney?
Well, we'll have to keep, that could be game by game, and we'll just see how it goes. I mean, I've tried Jordan Mecca last game, the game before I did Saba, and so, that's just going to be could be a rotating door. It just depends on how guys are practicing. Right now, Rodney has solidified himself as a starter, and regarding who backs him up, it just have to be based on through practice.
It seemed like Khalid's a little more effective playing inside. That small ball lineup with him worked really well. Is it something you explore going forward when you don't have a dynamic post player you're going against?
Well, I think that's something for sure, Kelly, to explore. I mean, how much we use it, I don't know. It maybe depends on how the bigs are playing and how our flow is and the feel is going within our offensive schemes, and defensive schemes. So, but I thought that lineup did a nice job. Again, I don't think it's something you can do for 40 minutes, but it could be a nice change of pace here and there.
I asked Michael what he thought Khalid Moore meant to the team. What is your take on that subject?
Well, Khalid just plays his butt off, plays so hard, makes winning plays, tough, hard-nosed player, and just continues to make winning plays. I'm very, very proud of Khalid. He's helped us win a lot of games through his 4 years here. He's been basically a 4-year starter.